Take it. I will take it. Let's hop right back on into things with the silent run. What start would I like most? Is there any way this act isn't horrible? Is a better question. Fire Elite Fire. Fire Elite Fire, not too bad. Two Elites, 4 Fires is pretty solid for Silent. We're fighting the Slime Boss at the end of Act 1, which means we probably die there with Silent, but... two random colorless cards and get 2 copies of Transmutation. The dream. I'm definitely okay taking 100 gold, going to this early store and seeing if we can figure out a way to beat 2 elites through the act. We generally, at least on my approach to A20, is that we want to be getting strong really quickly in whatever ways we can, and sometimes that means taking a risky way through Act 1, and if you die, you die, I guess, right? Given that we're fighting Slime Boss, I'm gonna want to find some AoE cards. Noxious Fumes, Crippling Cloud, Dagger Spray. A20 does feel different, Rufus. It's a lot more brutal feeling. After playing a lot of A15, like that elite fight before the heart in that last run is just like getting punched in the face with how brutal it can be. Okay, we're offered 3 silent damage-dealing cards here. Our question is then, which of these is the best? And I think probably Poison Stab is the best of the 3, given the information we have access to at the moment. We don't know what relics we're going to find, we don't know if Weaken will be a thing, we don't know if we're going to find, like, After Image or Ornamental Fan or whatever. Oh, it's absolutely possible. Polite Paul. That's 100% possible. Other streamers have shown that... Or you're asking if it's the highest difficulty, in which case, yes. Ascension 20 is the most difficult that the game... The most difficult you can get in terms of a preset difficulty. You can make the game harder by using Custom Run. Or mods. Both are perfectly capable of making the game even harder, but... This is the highest stock difficulty, so to speak, and it's totally doable. As others have shown. It's a smooth Jawworm fight. Math? Going down to 11, not a kill, okay. Going down to 8, still not a kill, still not a kill. Shark Boy here, this guy does absolutely scale, yep. He buffs his strength every few turns, and Jawworm can get out of control if played too defensively against. Hey, it's one of the cards I said I wanted. Noxious Fumes. At the end of your turn, apply 2 poison to all enemies. That is an AoE card, which helps us deal with Slime Boss, and... Given that we already have a Poison Stab, it helps us build up poison more quickly. So we've already got, in our first 2 card picks, some synergy going, which is really exciting. And that's a frickin' Footwork, and that's a Twisted Funnel. Apply 4 poison to all enemies at the start of combat. That's another Poison Stab. Oh my god, this store. This store is nuts, chat. This store is absolutely nuts. What do I do? Getting past Ascension 2. I would suggest, Abu, if you're on low Ascension, if you're having trouble with the silence, my advice would be to find ways to block consistently. So, focus on cards like Footwork, After Image, Well-Laid Plans, and Sources of Weak that allow you to consistently block. And then splash whatever kind of damage that you want. How rare is the funnel? The funnel is a shop-exclusive, silent-exclusive relic. which means it's the same rarity as the Runic Capacitor and the Brimstone. Which is to say, it's probably one of the rarest relics in the game. You don't see it very often. It applies 4 poison to all enemies at the start of combat, which is pretty dang cool, and would be really, really nice throughout the rest of Act 1. But there's better stuff here. Footwork is a big deal. Removing a strike is something we already really want to do. I like a piercing wail. If we're going to be fighting elites, though, we're going to need at least enough damage to kill, so I'm thinking maybe footwork, poison stab, card removal. That's true, Shonoff, and that last Ironclad run I did is a great example of adding too many cards. That Ironclad run was doing too many things at once, and it couldn't... It got in its own way, right? Having 37 cards in the deck, it couldn't assemble any of its combos quickly enough to not die to the elites. Though notably, it was good enough to just win A20. Funnel runs are untested. Do I have to break out the calculator again? I can't afford all 3 of these. I do not have enough for all 3. Well, that is unfortunate. How much do I have left if I buy footwork and a card removal? So I have 224 minus 6 minus 75 is 63. Wait, no, I do have enough for all that. Oh, okay, so I can do footwork, card remove, poison stab. Yeah, I totally have enough. I also wanted the piercing wail, for the record. But Gremlin Knob means we want 2 poison stabs, I think. Do I care about being weak next turn? There's no way I'm gonna get a kill. It's less damage to block. Get rid of him. Beautiful. Not even a point of damage taken. I am generally not a fan of Bane, especially not when I have enough... I feel like I have enough damage already. If I maybe I would... Ooh, Fire Potion, hey! And a dodge and roll, hey! Okay, now we're talking. Look at this frickin' deck, chat. Look at this 4th floor silent deck, and tell me this is not the most amazing thing you've ever seen. That would probably be an exaggeration. I wouldn't call it that good. But I would call it good enough to lose 6 max hit points to the Golden Idol here. I believe upgrading Noxious Fumes is a must for our first upgrade. Ooh, Anger the Mushrooms. Don't mind if I do. That'll give us a relic that'll be extremely useful against the heart, the odd mushroom. Do I just full block this turn? Ooh. Next turn is really ugly. That's not good. Next turn is extremely ugly. I could Fire Potion the middle guy in Noxious Fumes, and that would maybe be okay. I think I agree that I do need to put Fumes down. Man, next turn sucks. Gross. I was really hoping to have this Fire Potion for the Elite, though. I'm gonna try this route. This is probably gonna get me Having terrible time. 12 plus 20. Do I just take the hits? I think I just take the hits. Okay. I think we're through the worst of it. He said, staring down a 24 damage attack. Please stop killing me. Thank you. Okay, we kept our potion intact. We took a moderate amount of damage, but I think that was worth it for how much health that is going to potentially save us in the elite fight. So, all that struggle was to get the odd mushroom here. When we're vulnerable, we take reduced additional attack damage, so 25% more instead of 50% more. Oh, that's another footwork. I definitely just take another footwork, right? Yeah. Alright, 2 footworks, 1 noxious fume. 2 poison stabs and a dodge and roll. Heck yeah. Let's go. First turn fumes on the knob. Easiest game I have ever played. It's probably worth playing Footwork Survivor here. What are the odds I actually kill Knob next? Hold on. The odds I kill Knob next turn are what? 0%, actually? Literally 0%? Yes, literally 0%, even with the Fire Potion. Dodge and roll is going to be more total block because we're not killing next turn. Okay, so we footwork, dodge and roll. Yep, that's better. And these are technically okay. Do I have a guaranteed kill next turn with the Fire Potion? He's taking 10 plus 12. It's 22, bringing him down to 31. So I have to play 2 strikes to get a guaranteed kill next turn. With the Fire Potion. Let's guarantee it. I could do math on what my odds of getting a kill are, but... Alright. Bag of Marbles. Start a combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. An Ancient Potion's nice. A Corpse Explosion seems pretty good, right? Backflip's good too, with 2 copies of Footwork, but man, Corpse Explosion is a powerful poison card that can end a lot of fights just immediately. Just absolutely immediately. I think we go like this. Hit 2 fires, faiths this elite. Corpse Explosion. We're fighting either the Tri-Sentries or the Lagavulin in the next fight, and man, we are really well equipped to deal with either of those. I'd love to upgrade one of my Footworks, maybe my Neutralize. Show me a Snecko Skull. Oh, that's pretty good too. Preserved Insect. Enemies in elite combats have 25% less health. Heck yeah. Oh boy. I think we upgrade first, just in case there's like a banana here. Banana. That's not a banana at all, that's a slaver. Get out of here, slaver. Actually, he might drop a regen potion. That's a really big stretch, but he might. Might also hurt me. Blue moldy banana. It's better than a blue waffle. Crippling Cloud. Hey, apply 4 poison and 2 weak to all enemies. More AoE poison and more weaken? Absolutely. This deck is going insane, chat. Can't wait to lose against this frickin' slime boss. Double Poison Stab is not a bad way to open the fight. And a dungeon roll. But no. Let's go Crippling Cloud over the Corpse Explosion here, just to have him weakened for the first turn. Not the best start I've ever had. It's unfortunate that the 2 cards I wanted to play most were in the bottom of the deck here. Oof, don't block this turn either. Probably gonna have to rest again before the slime boss. A tragedy. Here we go. 5 dexterity goes a long way, as it turns out. Oh, he did drop a regen potion! 1 floor later than expected, but we got it! Now I don't actually have to rest before slime boss. Did we take a preemptive expertise for some card draw? It's not the card draw I necessarily want. How do I feel about an expertise compared to, say, an acrobatics? I don't know. Really, BB Tech? That's incredible. Were they just, like, completely ignorant to that? I've always hated blueberry waffles. I've never been a fan of blueberries, truthfully. Now, bananas? Sign me up. I would love a banana waffle right now, actually. I would literally, if there was a banana waffle for me off the stream, I would literally just walk away from all 500 of you and just go eat that waffle. One energy for at least 1 card. Oh man. What a deal. I think I'm gonna skip. Mostly because I'm worried about the slime boss fight. Although maybe because of the slime boss fight, it was worth taking. Oh man, I didn't even notice we got a lantern with our Ring of Sneck. Think footwork? Definitely regen potion here. Yeah, we want this fight to last at least 5 turns, so... Currently going to 42. I'm wondering if I can split without playing the footwork. Currently going to 42. Split is at 67 divided by 2 is 33. Yeah, I can split. They're both attacking me next turn. Guaranteed because of the A20 slime AI. Just the rudest. And we almost got through that fight without it going terribly. Almost. My favorite character, Ditebro, is the Ironclad. Or Dilbro, excuse me. Second dodge and roll. With 2 footworks, another dodge and roll is incredible. And this is mostly a game of, like, how long can we survive? We have an explosive potion. 30 hit points is risky here. 30 hit points is definitely risky against Slime Boss. Exactly, Paper Frog. That is exactly what I mean. I have never streamed an Endless Run Orp. I have never figured out what I would get out of doing that. Like what from an enjoyment level I would get. It's hard to want to do. Most other streamers that have streamed an Endless One kind of they did one and they were like, I'm never doing that again. What happened to play risky on the first floor? That was before we got 2 copies of Footwork, 2 copies of Dodge and Roll, and no bad damage commons. Only commons that synergize. I'm gonna play it safe. I don't want to lose this run. I do not want to lose this. Oh, I could have definitely played more aggressive than this. With that opening draw, we're fine. Actually, hold on. Ow. My face. So currently going down to what? 90? 99 health. So I would need to deal... ...24 additional damage. And the most I can do is 22 additional damage. So I have to take this hit. And I would have exactly died on this turn if I didn't rest. Because of these cards being on the bottom. Well, it's a good thing we rested. Yeah, that was accounting with the potion, Tangerine. We just barely cannot split. So 93 minus 19 is a split, right? Yeah, that's 74. So I'm gonna, at the very least, poison stab him. Could do 4 more with the Crippling Cloud. I think I'd rather get my footwork down. This is definitely not a particularly good split. We could certainly still die. Okay, you're split at 30-something. Well, we're not dead yet. That's the important part. Might be here, though. Ooh, not dead. Super not dead. What's my favorite fight in the game? Ooh. That's an interesting question. I don't often get asked about my favorite fight. Favorite fight. I really enjoy Gremlin Leader quite a bit. Reptomancer's kind of like Gremlin Leader, but I hate Reptomancer. I would say Gremlin Leader is definitely up there, and in terms of a fight I enjoy. In terms of boss mechanics, what boss do I enjoy the most? Not Awakened One, not Time Eater, not really Dono and Deca. I enjoy the Bronze Automaton quite a bit as well. So I'd probably nominate those two as among my favorites, Gremlin Leader and Bronze Automaton. Gremlin Leader in terms of all the ways you have to play around what he does, and Bronze Automaton as being a fairly predictable but relatively complex fight. Okay, so you're going to go down to 31, which is going to split, so I might as well pump more damage into him. So we can do Poison Stab, Strike, or I can start focusing on this guy, and we can go down to less total. If I can line up a Corpse Explosion on him, that'd be great, actually. And if I do draw the Corpse Explosion, he's already dead next turn, right? Because he's going to be at 14 health with 8 poison. +6 would kill. Okay, so we just kill you. Spreading our damage around in weird ways. Okay. I did the math wrong, but it worked out. Thank you, Corpse Explosion, for saving my life. And I'm really glad I decided to rest before that fight. So we can take 1,000 cuts for more AoE, although I think with Noxious Fume's Corpse Explosion, we've kind of got that covered a little bit. Envenom for more poison. Works well with our poison stabs, right? Or Adrenaline to just make things a little bit faster. And I like the Adrenaline here. A little bit more card draw, a little bit more energy. If we don't get an energy relic, this will probably save our life. And if we do, then hey, it'll be pretty cool. Go big or go home, right, No-Seek? Ooh, speaking of going home. Busted Crown is pretty tough. Although if any deck can take a Busted Crown, it's this one, right? We already have all the fundamental pieces of the deck in place. We have massive dexterity gain, we have Corpse Explosion, we have all the good cards, right? We just need more energy. Only thing this deck needs is, like, apparitions. On the other hand, Astrolabe removes 3 strikes, which are the only bad cards in the deck. The only bad cards in the deck. I think with Busted Crown, we can definitely fight some elites this act. Yeah, card removal's all it needs, realistically. And if I take Busted Crown, I may be spending money on cards instead of card removal. We're pretty interested in more energy, aren't we? It's a tough call. So the dream is like astrolabing now, getting a Well-Laid Plans, and 2 other cards, and then finding another energy relic after the boss. I'm gonna try the Busted Crown here. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I don't know if that's correct or not. Fighting the chump. And possibly all of these elites in the middle of the act. Certainly I'm fighting this one. Could go to the fire. Because we have the Golden Idol, I believe we want to be hitting a high number of question marks this act to try to look for the Bloody Idol, or just for the good, like, upgrade all strikes defends, or the Apparitions event. Anything like that would be great. You like the path on the right, Netzilla? I can't say that I agree with that one, but I respect your opinion. Going up either the middle or... probably the middle. Get 3 elites that way. And I'm pretty sure this deck really wants to be fighting elites right now. I can block for 6, 6, 7. I could take a 1. There's no way for me to just kill this guy on turn 1, right? No. So I think we want to take... or no, wait, that's a Footwork Plus, excuse me. We're taking nothing. Cool, everything's fine. It's unfortunate we couldn't get Corpse Explosion played, but eh. Easy fight. Oof, easiest fight of my life. What? It's trying to make it free on me. To be clear, by the way, the streak command refers to my Ascension 15 streak. I'm not trying to track an A20 streak, mostly because I don't anticipate getting more than one win in a row. This game is hard, man. Although I'm currently not making it look like it is. Dear lord, this deck is amazing. 4 energy was such a great choice. There it is. We said question marks with the golden idol was a thing that we wanted. Here it is. Offer golden idol, obtain a special relic, lose golden idol. Yes, please. Now we have the bloody idol. Every time we gain gold, we heal 5 health. I could take a relic. I want to be removing strikes aggressively, though, so I really don't want to put curses in the deck. God, this store. Holy crap, this store, though. Wow. So probably another footwork and another dodge and roll, right? Mayhem's actually kind of good. But probably too expensive to buy. Probably too expensive to buy. Yeah, footwork, backflip, remove strike, dodge, and roll. That's exactly what I'm thinking, BB Tech. Just block on up for days. How do we feel about medical kit? Is there a world where I care about that? Yeah, the A20 world is definitely a world where I care about having a medical kit in the deck. Lets me remove burns against the hard elites. Lets me remove wounds in various fights. Anchor's pretty good. Anchor's pretty good. Anchor is definitely pretty good. I'm gonna take a strikeout, though. Like, those I definitely want to do. I have just enough to buy the medical kit here if I want. We could do, like, Anchor Footwork. I think we want to be buying some cards, though, with the crown. So let's just make a block core. And have ourselves a good time. Yep. I think I still want those. 3 apparitions. Sounds great to me. Yes, please. Let's go. I'm willing to take 1 here, just to get the Poison Stab played. Book of Stabbing's a fight you need to rush a little bit against. Kind of. We're still missing a Will Aid plans. That's our biggest weakness at the moment. Not having that. But at the same time, we're getting 11 block from dodge and roll, which is kind of a big deal. Seven times... Ooh, that's terrifying. This is why we gotta remove all the strikes. Ow. Okay, that should be good enough. Okay, we heal up after that. Thanks to Bloody Idol, we're going to gain 5 health at the end of every fight. I will definitely take another backflip. And we're almost approaching too much block now. Weirdly enough. We had not enough a moment ago, but now we have too much. We can certainly block for days. It's just a question of, like, damage. What happened to my max hit points? We took apparitions. Which may or may not have been the best decision. But it's the decision I stand by. I also stand by upgrading Crippling Cloud, going into an elite that is guaranteed to be a multi-enemy fight. And we draw it on turn 1, and it helps me kill the Sneaky Gremlin. Well, that paid off immediately. Good times. I'm actually quite glad he's attacking this turn, rather than summoning, as it lets me set up a little bit better. Although we're taking a little bit of damage. Good. I think we can start just killing the leader now. You know what would really make this deck amazing is a bird-faced urn. Or a mummy hand. Either of those would be incredible. I am planning to upgrade the apparitions, yes, and down. So that we can keep them around, probably specifically for Champ's Execute, especially. Because we have to figure out a way to beat Champ, and an upgraded apparition is one of the ways we might be able to do that. Ooh, pair is nice. 10 more max HP. Puts us in a much better, much better position for winning the next fight. I think we're also going to trade away our Ancient Pot here for this Block Pot. Specifically to help me... Ooh. Gambling Chip. Start of each combat, discard any number of cards, then draw that many. That is amazing. For a wide variety of reasons. I think I take 2 here to get Corpse Explosion down. Absolutely imperative I kill this guy as quickly as possible. And avoid turns like this one. Hey, perfect. We didn't have apparitions last time we fought this guy, did we? I feel like we didn't. The tongues and the Tingsha Fire Hurts Me, those are great ones. Those are absolutely great relics. I love Tingsha, although I think I prefer the Tough Bandages. Meat on the Bone? Okay, so we're now entirely just, like, healing to full after every fight. Ha-ha! Wraith Form! Okay. Sure. More copies of Intangibility. Absolutely. If you're wondering why I've got 3 specifically, Jorketta, it's because on Ascension 15 or higher, the event only gives you 3. Poison Pot might actually be better than a Strength Potion. Swap that out. Okay, we made it through the Elites. I got a couple of upgrades, which will definitely be the Wraith Form, and probably an Apparition for the champ fight. We're still fighting regular thieves? It's amazing. So all I have to do is kill one to prevent both of them from getting away with the money. Which is imperative. I may actually, yeah, probably have to use that to help make sure that happens. Get a potion back, we get all of our health back. Ah! Catalyst! Alright, let's go. Let's go! Busted Crown, easy game, every time. That's amazing. The 3 dodge and rolls in this deck. Oh, why is this game so good? Yeah, 1 million well-laid plans. I will visit every store I can in Act 3. In the hunt for more well-laid plans. Or maybe we get a runic pyramid. Oh god, can you imagine, chat? If we get a runic pyramid from the Act 2 boss? How disgusting this run becomes. I want you to picture in your mind every enemy in the spire just exploding instantaneously on turn 1. Huh. I didn't even know I could draw like that. Wow. I mean, it puts us in meat on the bone range, so we're actually fine. We are actually fine. But, like, that's funny? So 17 goes back up to 34. Another backflip? I think we have enough backflips now. Start skipping cards. Alright, this has got to be upgraded for the champ fight. This is how we beat champ, probably. Cycle... Yeah, cycle these. We cycle all that. And you know what, that too. Okay. Hourglass does a lot of work in this fight. I really appreciate it. Didn't even draw the corpse explosion until the end. It didn't matter, though. Look at the devastation. The devastation. Nearly all the cards and synergies you consider unbalanced and silent. Yeah, that sounds about right. All we need is a nightmare of well-laid plans for this to be truly bonkers. I need you to know, chat, that I had a brief instant there of being terrified that I'd forgotten to recall.
This council is pleased to see our continued support of this project has been worthwhile.
Magico, still here after 3 months. Maybe someday you'll be able to break out of that Stockholm Syndrome, but not yet. Appreciate you, Magico. Okay, 18 damage on turn 1, you say. Maybe I actually just want to get a lot of... Well, we want to get our powers out. Yeah, those ones. Exactly those ones. I guess Crippling Cloud can wait. It's imperative that I begin to build the poison up. We're actually not going to play any attack cards on champ because of that. We want to deal damage entirely with poison for the first part of this fight. Well, poison in the hourglass. We don't want to play the adrenaline yet. Can hold on to that at least. God, this is, well, we have a lot of healing. This is definitely a deck I would consider a candidate for upgrading all cards if we find Mind Bloom in the next act. Play the attacks that apply poison, of course. Those ones are fine. Hey, how's it going, Killer Clump? Has it really been that long since I first streamed XCOM? All those... Man, 4 years. Holy crap. The Hourglass does 3 damage to all enemies at the start of each turn. It endlessly drips. which isn't at all disgusting. Hey people, guy has Clump beat out by 1 week. Hot damn. Hot damn. Okay, we're almost at the point where we can play Catalyst. What we want to do as soon as we draw it here. If I draw it right now, we actually just win. Come on, come on. Okay, that works too. Poison Stab Catalyst. Fight. 1. Alright, GG, champ boy. No need for well-laid plans when you just draw your cards at the right time. Yeah, 4 years ago I was playing XCOM Enemy Within with the Longmore 1 mod. In Venom? I think we pass on that, right? Yeah, we pass on that one. I have considered doing XCOM. I would, if Firaxis releases another XCOM game, I will definitely stream that. I don't know what it would take to get me to go back to the XCOM 1 and 2. XCOM 2012 being XCOM 1. I've never streamed or played the original 1994 XCOM. A little bit more for my time. Oh, thanks, Heavy Hank. I'm planning on doing mainly Slay the Spire for at least a little bit. Yes! Alright. Fuck the well-laid plans. We got a Runic Pyramid. Let's go. Let's go. At the end of our turn, we no longer discard our hands. Hells to the yes. Easy game. Now we just need upgraded apparitions. Now I just need to find Mind Bloom and take upgrade all cards. So that is all I need to do. Oh man, we get to keep all these block cards in my hand. Dear lord, yes! Yes, the pyramid. Although now I am wishing that I had taken the whatchamacallit, the medical kit. I have not checked out Eternal yet. No, Cinevals. Or actually, I think I looked at it briefly. Yeah, I did. Eternal card game. It looked a lot like Hearthstone. I was shocked at how much it looked like Hearthstone. We are doing the heart, yeah, Mark Meg. We're gonna grab all 3 keys in really short order here. Probably within 3 floors. Key, key, key. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Closer to Magic? I'd believe that. Like, it's just the UI and the board layout was shockingly Hearthstone. Which is not a complaint either, to be clear. I don't care if I take 1 damage. It's nice being able to take the chip damage knowing that we have sustain. That is efficient in a lot of ways. No thank you, Slice. I will hard pass. I will also pass on taking a Writhe or Madness, so we'll lose 2 max, go down to 38 out of 38. Here's the Mind Bloom. Alright, put our money where our mouth is. And upgrade all cards. So, we can no longer heal by any means, but every card in the deck is now upgraded, which is kabonkers, is approximately how I would describe that. Very kabonkers. We're not going to be shuffling our deck a lot, so this is an opportunity for me to take the Sapphire Key, rather than having to take it here. Excellent. Now I just need a Gambler's Brew. Good face, bad face. We don't gain anything from the face of Cleric. I can't gain back the 3 health I lose to gain 50 gold here. So is it worth permanently losing 3 health to gain 50 gold? Probably not. So we can also look at this as gain 50 gold, lose 3 max hit points. No. I am not shuffling the deck more often with Pyramid, no. I would argue less often, because we often cannot draw all the cards. Well, we're at full health, so let's recall. Plus and minus max hit points Reptomancer. Sure. Corpse Explosion's an excellent thing to have in hand. We're going to keep the Wraith form too. So let's just shuffle these. Cool. I was supposed to play that in a slightly different order. Whatever. So that would actually kill. I don't want to kill any of the daggers this turn, because I'm going to use Corpse Explosion to clear out all the daggers next turn. So we're just going to sit here passively for a moment. Alternately, I'm playing the Wraith form, and I don't even care about the daggers. That is also a strong possibility here. How well can I block if I Corpse Explode? This would be 9 AoE. Oh yeah, I can totally just block. Okay, so we're gonna Corpse Explosion this dagger, which will wipe all of them out. May have to use the block potion. Actually. Yeah. We do. Because that's only... yeah. Alright. Keep our health that way. Might have been better to just play the Wraith form. I wouldn't have had to use the block potion then. Should have perhaps considered that option. But now we have it for later. So to speak. A later that is now. Confused as to my decision-making? That's okay, Chrono. So was I. So was I. I might have overthought that one in the wrong way. Be invincible for the rest of the fight, why don't we? It ultimately only cost me a block potion, which is not too bad. One of the daggers disappears after the second attack. I think that does count as dying, Kepsert. It triggers Gremlin Horn, so it should also trigger the Corpse Explosion. And you know what? We can actually science that right now. So let's do that. Just for you, let's science. Does that trigger Corpse Explosion when they... well, no, she's gonna die. Never mind, we can't science it. I lied to you. Alright, we get another potion, that's fine. Question card is gonna let us look at additional cards in a couple of fights. This deck does want more poison, right? Yeah, it does. Besides, I want to be able to upgrade that. Pen nib. Oh boy, I'm so glad I gave up the sundial for that. Collector bonus on dodge roll? Certainly we're removing a strike. Right? Yeah, we're moving a strike. I think. Scales are good against the heart. That is certainly true. There's a limit to how much Thorns damage we want. Like, things can be good against the heart, but at some point, I don't think this deck is currently at the point where it's doing consistently 200 damage per turn to the heart. If I don't buy a card here, I have nothing to do with the next fire. Very well put. I am not at all afraid of Awakened One, even though we're pretty heavily power dependent here. This is the Pocket Watch, normally a very powerful relic. With Runic Pyramid, it's much more underwhelming because we can't make room in our hand to draw more cards if we don't play the cards. This one, whenever we play 3 or less cards during our turn, we draw 3 additional extra. This is so damn strong, by the way. I consider Pocket Watch roughly on tier with Snecko Eye. And it goes really well with the Snecko Eye. And of course, Meal Ticket, whenever we enter a shop, heal for 0 hit points. Alright, see you later, copy of Strike. I should have enough money for another removal. We would like a potion for the heart fight. It's Mark of the Bloom. So to clarify, Mark of the Bloom prevents us from increasing our current hit points in any way. There's no way to, like, beating a boss, increasing your max hit points with, like, fruit juice or feed or whatever. There's nothing that can increase your current health with Mark of the Bloom. So 38 hit points is all we have for the entire rest of the run. I might just take those bronze scales. They're gonna be nice. They're gonna be nice. Plus, it leaves us with exactly 100 gold, and who can say no to that? Not me, that's who. I actually can just kill you. I'm fine with this opening hand. Okay. Calculated Gamble. Alternately, Sucker Punch isn't bad. Mostly for Awakened One, we would like a little bit of extra weaken in the deck. Sucker Punch is not the worst way to get that. That feels questionable. It does negate Snecko Tail. It negates Snecko Tail and Fairy in the Bottle too. If you have either of those and you die with Mark of the Bloom, you just stay dead. Every exception you can think of, I promise it blocks. It's remarkably well coded, actually. Oh yeah, Gamble lets us discard status cards. That is arguably good enough reason to take it. Went for the event, got another fight instead. This is a really great fight for this deck, though, so I'm not at all worried. So, Writhing Mass. This is a bit of an interesting fight. Writhing Mass changes their intent every time we hit them with a physical attack. And generally, in practice, what I feel like this means is that what we want to do is, if Writhing Mass is doing an attack that we're okay with, for example, this one, we don't want to hit them anymore, so I don't want to neutralize Writhing Mass because I'm okay with what it's doing now. I am not okay with that. Oh. Butts. Well, that's a funny one too. Fair enough. Fair enough, Writhing Mass. Fair enough. So, our Bluck... Wait, Backflip can still save me. Hold on. No! Oh well. That's funny. That's really funny. Alright, Parasite, welcome to my deck. Well, I can't add another Parasite, so whatever. I think we'll be okay, even with the Parasite in the deck. And hilariously, at the next store, I may end up choosing to remove a strike over removing a Parasite. We have enough block cards at this point. I would need a novel kind of block card for me to want it. Just go to 33 poison immediately. Should make the fight reasonably quick. Parasite does sit in our hand. That is true, but not something I'm too worried about. I think? I hope? Guess we'll hold on to this Pedneb charge for... I have no idea what. If I'm lucky, I can actually hold on to it for the Awakened one, and then it helps me kill a bird? Sure. Sure. Piercing Whale Plus. Absolutely. All enemies loot 8 strength for this turn. That is an incredible pickup, and will help a lot against Awakened one, actually. This fight is not great for us. Actually, it kind of is great for us, because we have 3 apparitions. So I can just block everything he does by being intangible. Yeah, I can just block everything he does by being intangible. Okay, easy fight. I've done a couple similar things, Meijinan. I think my personal record is 166,000 poison on the heart of the Spire. Although that was an A15 run, I believe. La 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 la. Good fight. Don't need any of that. Outmaneuver is probably not something we care about. How do I feel about an attack potion? Terrible? Terrible. Still have our Pendant charged. And I guess I can upgrade this. Sure. Might as well. So, Pendant Strike Plus actually does quite a bit of damage to a cultist, which is significant. Having our intangibilities in our hand is a great way to start this fight. I do need to keep some stuff, though. Namely, at least one apparition, at least one defend. I can't just be taking damage here. It's unacceptable. I think we can wait on Wraithform at the very minimum here. It's not like we're going to be playing that immediately or anything. Okay, 11 plus 9 plus 4 is perfect block, so we're going to use that. This fight is a little bit of a concern. I need to be able to beat both of the bosses without taking any damage, so that our chances at Act 4 are actually good. Which is easier said than done, unfortunately. This has to be played, I think. So we're giving Awakened One a lot of strength. Every power we play is 2 strength, which is, scary. Just a little bit scary. So this is 38 total damage. We're currently blocking 24. I'm probably using an apparition next turn. Because of this attack. Yeah, I'm definitely using an apparition this turn. No questions asked. Corpse Explosion takes out the other bird, which is freaking amazing here. Should have held on to that neutralize, actually. It's alright. So this fight might drag on a little bit here, unfortunately. I think I'm going to try to hold on to the Piercing Whale so that we don't need to use any intangibility in the second phase. Which means I'm okay using my intangibility in the first phase to get damage done quicker. See you later, Parasite. Literally. I will see you later. I am saving Whale for the transition, yep. You've got it exactly. I'm gonna cheese the hell out of this nerd. And we'll be able to show off that interaction. I still have a footwork in the deck. Wow, we're actually gonna wait on that one. What is this, 56? Which is exactly what I'm looking for. Cool. Okay, next turn, transition. Alright, so Awakened 1 currently has 8 strength. If we play Piercing Whale on the turn that he's dying, it goes down to 0, and he has 8 shackled, which means at the start of next turn, he'll gain those 8 strength back. But the game doesn't hold on to that shackled debuff variable, or what have you, when Awakened 1 transitions from the first phase to the second phase. So allowing Awakened 1 to die like this brings him back into the second phase with no permanent strength, and the fight is now very, very easy from here. Feels like cheating. It is developer confirmed to be intended behavior, but it does feel like cheating, I agree. How's it going, Xander? Hope you're having a good time today. It might make you the worst player in the world, Xander. What killed you, out of curiosity? It sounds like you had a really good turn 1, and then maybe not anything else. Okay, we're just kind of winning 2 turns. Cool. Good fight, Awakened 1. Does work against Time Eater too. Notably, the trick I just showed works in the opposite way against the heart. If you use a Piercing Whale or Dark Shackles to lower the heart's strength temporarily on one of the heart's buff turns, you're going to have a very bad time. Maybe I could actually show that off. Ooh, Corpse Explosion early on is good. Definitely get rid of that. Is that enough block? 886 is not enough block. But I have an Apparition. Okay. So we're gonna block. I'm gonna use the Piercing Whale to get rid of artifacts so I can play Corpse Explosion now. So the Corpse Explosion effect is the second effect applied by the card. So if you've got one artifact, you can still apply the explosion, just not the poison. Okay, this turn is not too bad, actually. Can hold on to that intangibility. I think it's too early to Catalyst. So this is very much a kill Donu as quickly as possible situation. We're a little bit worried about next turn. This might be a situation where I want to take 2 damage, so that I can play both Crippling Cloud and Noxious Fumes, and then have an extra defend next turn. Defect, hard on defect is really tricky, Isolated Beast. And I think this isn't the only way to win, but a lot of what defect normally likes to do, which is sit back on Frost Orbs and find a win condition from there, doesn't work so well. What I have found pretty successful is using your orbs to deal damage, so having either a good Dark Orb cycling or lots of powerful Lightning Orbs, and using your cards to block, so upgraded leaps and charged batteries, intangibility from apparitions, buffed up genetic algorithms. Try getting more damage out of your orbs. Yeah, I think we're going to take 2 here. We're going to trade 2 of our 38. Okay. That might have been unnecessary. That's okay. Now we have Wraithform and we're safe. Wraithform and Catalyst mean a win. So this turn I can Poison Stab, Catalyst. And we're in good shape now. Alright, we lost 2 health to the bosses. We have almost everything intact. Life is good. What an explosive finish to Act 3. Also, yes, I can now afford to remove the Parasite and not feel bad about it. Although I am more likely to buy potions than I am to remove a card. Depending on what potions are on offer. Like, I'll take a Ghost in a Jar over anything else. Well, so much for that fire. Ancient Pot's pretty good too. We can block Vulnerable from the heart. Panic Button's pretty good. Gain 30 block. Not a very good store, ultimately. Yeah, Ancient Pot's really good. How does Corpse Explosion work with block? Excellent question, Madler. It actually depends on when they die. So when the enemy dies, Corpse Explosion immediately triggers and deals damage. If you kill the enemy on your turn, then their block will still apply to the explosion damage. If you let the enemy die from poison damage, however, poison applies at the start of the enemy turn, which occurs after enemy block for the turn wears off. So if the enemy is being killed by poison, then Corpse Explosion will occur after block wears off, and so it'll ignore the block. Which is what I think happened in the Donu and Deca fight there. It is damage, so if there is block up at the time the Corpse Explosion triggers, then that Corpse Explosion will be blocked. By however much. I can remove Parasite or get the Ancient Potion. I think I want the Ancient Potion. I think that is potentially life-saving. We're just gonna pass on everything else. Alright. Not the potions I wanted, but they're the potions perhaps I deserve. I would love some intangibility, please. Yes, and thank you. That's a good start. That's a really good start, actually. That's a really good start. So they're going to hold on to the gamble for next turn. We're just going to footwork, defend, get all these poison cards into play. That's the way I want to be facing. So these burns go on top of the deck. We can gamble them away, looking for better block, or we can just play our Wraith Form and be completely fine. There's our Corpse Explosion. Cool, good fight. Still have 7 decks, even though I played Wraith Form. I guess we're gonna hold our Pendant Charge for the heart? Question mark? Could matter a little bit. Is there any other timers or counters I care about? No. So then let's accelerate ourselves towards the end of the fight. Like so. So again, what I was just talking about, Corpse Explosion damage would be blocked by the 96 block here. But because we're ending the turn and letting Poison do the kill, this block expires, then the Corpse Explosion goes off, and Spire Shield just dies. And we got a Centennial Puzzle. First time we lose hit points. Draw 3 cards. I'm going to take that. I am going to take that. Not because I feel like I need to, but because I feel like I must. That's a really good turn 1, actually. I am mostly okay with these cards. I should probably discard the Grand Finale, but I don't think I'm going to. No, I'm not going to. Okay, so we're gonna block this Vulnerable. I could draw 3 cards by playing a card right now, and I suppose I should. And letting the Centennial Puzzle trigger here off of Beat of Death. Every time we play a card, we're going to take 2 damage, so we have to be fairly considerate about what we play here. Okay, Piercing Wail's excellent to have. Show me some more cards. And I think we just start the poison countering. We do Corpse Explosion, Deadly Poison, Defense. Actually, Dodge and Roll's better. Yeah, that's good. How much block can I reasonably achieve here? I can use my Weak Potion, actually. We may not need to use an Apparition here. Although perhaps we should. We have plenty of it, right? Weak Potion's probably a good idea anyway. Let's use the Weak Potion. One, two, three, four, five. That's a full hand, so I don't want to backflip yet. Let's see, 8 comes 6. I'm actually going to take 2 from the burn. I guess that's fine. Oh yeah, we blocked the vulnerable, so this is only 1 times 15. It's kind of like we're intangible. I think we're also going to calculate a gamble. See you later, Grand Finale, unfortunately. But I gotta get this stuff out of my hands. Okay, good. don't have fumes in play yet. There it is. We can do what? Fume, slime, dodge and roll is fine? No, sorry, we can do fumes, crippling cloud, dodge and roll. That's probably better, huh? Keep the slimed in hand. Yeah. That is fine. Yeah, we did have to put Void back in the deck. That was an unfortunate reality. It might be time to Wraith form. Or it could be also Apparition, Footwork, Backflip. Next turn we probably Catalyst. Yeah. Okay, Piercing Whale shows up. Grand Finale's back for more. And I may be playing Wraith Form next turn because... Or I can just Calculated Gamble again. I'm sure glad we have that Calculated Gamble, by the way. It lets me get rid of really bad hands like this one. Although if I don't play this Catalyst, this fight is going to go on for a long time. Why is there a Grand Finale? Why wouldn't there be a Grand Finale? This is vacation. Scales or Caltrops is absolutely not required, Megnon. It helps a lot, but it's not required. It certainly helps. I could just block this if I play Calculated Gamble. So Catalyst Calculated Gamble? Sure. Take a little bit of beat of death damage. And then Survivor Backflip looks good. Teeny tiny amounts of damage constantly. But with 72 damage per turn happening now, we just need to survive for a little bit longer. And we're fine. Beacon's furiously doing math. Is there any way for me to play the Grand Finale? That's the important question. It's gonna take me 3 turns. I can try. I can definitely give it a shot. So to be clear, I am at this point not playing to win, because the win is secured here. What I'm trying to do is play the Grand Finale. Which I'm not sure I can manage. No, I don't think I can manage. Because he's dead to Thorns here. Nice try, Heart. Put up a good one. GG. There you have it. Mark of the Bloom. With Runic Pyramid. Upgrading all cards was just what we needed. And we only ended up taking 12 damage in the entirety of Act 3 and 4 combined. What a run. GG. Bronze Scales good against the Heart confirmed. If we didn't have Bronze Scales, we would have died on turn 1 in that fight. Guaranteed. I just splashed water on my glasses, trying to drink. Good job, me. Alrighty, one silent win, I'll take it. I honestly wasn't sure I would get a win tonight. So I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty dang happy with that. Literally carried on the back of the scales all the way to the top of the heart of the spire.